Hi, it's Clark Reid back again with today's tech headlines. You can do us a real solid by mashing that like button if you enjoy the reports, and you can also subscribe if you want to by tapping the little bell icon under the video window. Shortly after an executive order moving the government to start putting up guardrails to protect the public from artificial intelligence abuses, the Biden administration has now issued draft rules that would require federal agencies to evaluate and constantly monitor algorithms used in healthcare, law enforcement, and housing for potential discrimination or other harmful effects on human rights. Wired.com reports the rules could force changes in government activity dependent on AI, like the FBI's use of facial recognition technology, which has been criticized for not taking steps called for by Congress to protect civil liberties. The new rules will require government agencies to assess existing algorithms by August 2024 and stop using any that don't comply. The proposed OMB rules would add testing and independent evaluation of algorithms brought from private companies as a requirement of federal contracts, which the office can do in its role of coordinating departments with presidential priorities. Disney is buying out Comcast stake in Hulu. The House of Mouse has announced it expects it'll pay about $8.61 billion to pick up Comcast's 33% stake, giving Disney full ownership of Hulu. According to TheVerge.com, Disney expects the deal to close sometime next year. With Hulu barely seeing a shift in subscribers last quarter, Disney announced a price hike across all of its streaming services and hinted at a password-sharing crackdown. Password-sharing crackdowns have threatened to cause big drops in subscribers, but after Netflix found that not to be the case, at least for them, initially dropping and then picking up more subscribers after the initial dip, it looks like Disney and others are on board with whacking us all with higher fees. It still looks like the holy grail feature of smartwatches, blood sugar monitoring, is a ways off yet. But Apple is apparently planning to build a blood pressure monitor and sleep apnea tracker in the next Apple Watch. CNBC says they'll also introduce a paid health service. Apple's keen on getting more people to sign on to monthly services. Last quarter, Cupertino's services business raked in $9.6 billion. That was a 12% increase year over year. Apple's blood pressure sensor will reportedly detect when the user's blood pressure is elevated, but it won't show the exact measurements. Apple is working on introducing specific diastolic and systolic metrics in a future watch. Samsung already offers blood pressure monitoring in some markets. Next year's Apple Watch will also reportedly monitor breathing and sleeping habits to predict if a person has sleep apnea, a condition that breathing stops and starts during the night. Ford is picking up a startup charging company. TechCrunch.com reports the Blue Oval company is getting automotive power, or AMP for short. That's cute. They'll fold the company, roll it up, all of its tech and talent into Ford. They'll also keep the Santa Fe Springs, California facility. AMP has designed power management for everything from autonomous rideshare vehicles to drones to Hyperloop-style transport. Top employees at the company previously worked at Virgin Hyperloop and on Tesla's engineering team. Ford says they're focused on accelerating EV adoption and improving charging experiences, and the particular deal is about accelerating that effort. Faster and easier charging is one of the key factors as car makers move from early adapters to try to woo more mainstream car buyers who aren't as savvy about tech vehicles and electric vehicles in general. I'm Clark Reid, and you are Technified for now.